it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video, and welcome to Herzland, created by surtshow. Now today's park is a PlayStation 5 park, and if you do enjoy this type of content then please make sure to leave a like and a subscribe and a comment, as it really does help me out. And if you would like to have your park spotlighted, then the Discord link will be up in that top corner right now, the Iron Gamers, where you can come and request a spotlight. Now today's park is quite unique in the sense that it uses a lot of workshop items. It's almost, for all intents and purposes, a community park. Now the description is quite long, so I'm not going to go into the entire description, but he just gives credit to the people that he's used the blueprints for. A few shout outs including me and Tommy CM, which is really appreciated. Thank you ever so much. But as you can see, the workshop items have been integrated really well in this park. So without further ado, let's hop in and have a look around, shall we? Right, so here we are in the park. As you can see straight away, we have this big expansive car park. Love it straight away. I do love a good car park. So let's hop out to the entrance. Just as we come down here, we've got the shout outs to all of the people who had blueprints used. So special thanks to these creators. So Jan BK, M&J Games, NH99, Mr. Antonio, Welfare, Al Noble, GGS. GGS. Am I being really dumb here? What's GGS? I've got no idea. Yeah, don't know. I've got no clue. Being really dumb there. Oh well, never mind, eh? Right, anyway, let's have a look over here, shall we? So, as we come over to the left of the car park, I can see some items already used. So, we've got this backstage staff area here, using one of Michael from M&J Games' warehouses. I can see some forklift trucks. They look like Brivades. I know Brivades wasn't given credit there, but I'm pretty sure those are Brivades. Or are they Insomniacs? Or even Tall Guy Gaming? I'm not sure. I know all three of them did forklift trucks, so I'm not sure which one that actually is. No clue. And then we've got this little warehouse depot just over here. Just adding to the realism. In the park description, it did say that he was going for ultra realism, and it's little things like this, like your backstage areas, just the clutter that's around that really does add to the immersion of a park and add to that realism. But let's come out of here. We've got the bus stops. I love how on the car park you've got this coaster just to our left, and then on the other side you've also got a coaster there just to our right as well. Really nice tease for the park before we even get into it. Now in the description he did say that all the coasters were original creations, which is nice, so we're going to be able to give feedback for all of them. I would have maybe looked at just dropping the car park lines down just ever so slightly, just so they're like submerged into the road just a little bit better. Well, let's come down here, shall we? So welcome. Here we come to the entrance. So kids 15, adults 30, fast pass 10. And then just the same on the other side. Got lots of music all around. Now please don't judge me. I can hear it already coming. I know what you're all about to say. But when we come through here, I'm going to turn right. I feel so dirty. But just because of the layout of the park, it makes sense to turn right. This feels horrible. I don't like it. I don't like it. The whole spotlight's going to fall apart. My YouTube channel's going to implode. Goodbye, everybody. Now, just because of the layout of the park, it just makes sense to go right. Because there's no other way around. Because all this section here is it. And I would have had to have turned left and done the entire park and then come back on myself. And it just didn't really make sense. I'm hating this so much. I don't like it. Right, so we have Pirate Land. So we come over the bridge. Come right over the top of this B&M Dive coaster. Nice. Well, let's come over here, shall we? So we have the Monte Leone to our left. We have the Crack to our right. Got some toilets. Really great pirate themed area. Really nailed that theme, what you were going for. There's so much music. We've got a height check. Always nice to see. We'll go on the ride in a second. We've even got a backstage maintenance area over here for the ride. With a transfer track that I can see. Oh, very nice transfer track. That looks like you have been using M&J's tutorial to do that, because that is fantastic. Great transfer track, looks very realistic. Got a little bit more clutter just down there. Right. We're just going to explore this area just before we go on the ride. So we've got the Monte Leone over here. With part of the pirate ship coming up through it. Simply themed, but greatly done. It does exactly what it needs to. Right, let's go on this ride, shall we? Right, let's come back round here. We've got this cattle pen queue. Got a little covering just over a little bit of it. And let's come up. We've got another maintenance area again. Is there anything inside there? No, it's kind of like just underneath the ride. Right. Let's come up, shall we? Oh, very nice station build. Highly detailed. You've even got the bag storage over the other side. Fantastic. Right, so let's have a look at the stats for this then, shall we? So we have a crack B&M Dive coaster, green across the board. The G-force is really nice. So first ride, let's do it. Enjoy, everybody. What a fantastic first ride of the park to go on. Nailed all of the elements that it needed to. Fantastic first drop. Really smooth from start to finish. Great theming. Some nice head chopper moments just as it goes underneath the bridge. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Maybe just a little bit of addressing with the block section just at the top, how it just sits there and waits. So maybe it does require one more block section in there somewhere. Not something that I'm very good with. I'm not really very familiar with how to use block sections effectively. M&J Games is your person to go to teach you how to use them properly. We even have a little ride camera there. Yeah, I think that was absolutely fantastic. Great first ride of the park to go on. Well done. I like that. Right, so let's hop out to the pirate area. And let's carry on this right-hand side of the park. Still feel dirty doing it. I'm not enjoying it at all. It feels wrong. Right, so we've got a staff area there. Got a little vending machine. Almost coming back towards the car park again. Nice use of foliage all around here. Nice placement of the balloon right in front of us, just through the canopy of the trees. I really like that. It's a great sightline. But let's come down to Fantasyland. Or do we carry straight on and go down there? Nah, we'll go into Fantasyland. Let's do it. It means I can turn left. There you go. I feel better now. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, wow. Just with all the music and the ambience, all the foliage, all the birds. This is fantastic. Doesn't even feel like we're in the same park anymore. Welcome to Deluxe, such a perfect town. Wipe your shoes, wipe your face. We've got some shops. Even though the shops have got little backstages with the bins. Loving the realism of this park. The way that you've approached it and thought about all the backstage areas. We have a kiddie coaster, a junior dragon, so a Vekoma family coaster. Look at Matty learning the names of the rides. Nothing to do with the fact that I have been bugging Corvus, Jan BK and Michael from MJ Games for the last few weeks learning all about coasters and trying to get better with them. I really am trying to learn. But apparently this is a Vekoma family coaster. So there you go. I really am learning. But a great station once again. Oh, it does 2 laps as well. Let's have a quick look at the stats, shall we? Why not? So, yeah, quite low as you would expect. Low G-forces, again, as you would expect. So let's go for a ride on this kiddie coaster. Enjoy, everyone. Two coasters down, and so far both of them were absolutely fantastic. Yeah, again, just very much like with the first ride, I think that did exactly what it needed to. I like the fact that it did 2 laps. I like how compact it was really smooth, had some really nice elements to it. I think it was absolutely fantastic. Really nicely themed all the way around as well. Great job, loved it. Right, so let's hop out to the fancy area and let's carry on, shall we? I do love this little entrance here. Just with all the sounds of the birds. So we have a thrill land. So we have Formula 1. So we've got this Intermin launch coaster, which I believe is based off Formula Rossi, I think. I believe it is. And I also think it's an Intermin launch coaster. I don't know. I may be wrong. I'm sure people will tell me. They normally do. Right, so we come through to Thrill Land. So we've got a block out toilets to our left. Now I do recognise this one. This is Welfares from Dreamworld. I remember admiring that in Dreamworld. So yeah, that is a workshop item. Got all the foliage just here. Got ride photos. I like how you put a trophy there. Right. Let's have a go on Formula 1, shall we? Let's go down the fast pass. Let's do it. We are VIP. There you go. Move out the way, peasants. So another nice station again. We've got another transfer track just over here. Right, so let's have a go on Formula 1, shall we? Let's have a look at the stats for this. So, wow, 8.56 excitement. And you've managed to keep the G-forces really good. which is very impressive because the times that I've been on these before, people have always struggled with the G-forces. They've always been relatively high, but you've managed to keep them at a good level. So let's go for a ride on it, shall we? Short and sweet. Yeah, really nice coaster. I believe we've only got the one of these in the UK, if I'm right in saying that. Swarm at Thorpe Park. Might be wrong in that. Again, people will let me know. Right, so let's hop out of Formula 1. And let's come down to the final coaster on this right side of the park. And then we can finally head over to the left side of the park and order will be restored. So, Nitro. Now this is the big centerpiece ride of the park. This is the one that goes around pretty much the entire park. If we just have a quick zoom out a second, it goes around all the way back there. Now this is where I start getting a little bit confused with these rides. When it starts coming to gigas and hypers and things like that, that's where I start getting a little bit confused because it gets a little bit convoluted for me. Now, I believe this is a Giga Hyper coaster. I think it's a Giga Hyper. I don't know. Based off Fury 325, I think. Cedar Point. I don't know. I will check with Michael. He will tell me. Once I've finished the spotlight, I'll be like, Michael, was I right? And he'll probably tell me, no, you were wrong again. Right, let's have a walk down the queue. Let's come through here. I like the covering that you've got there. Right, and let's have a look at this, shall we? So, a Giga Rage. Right, so I still think it's a Giga Hyper, I think. Green across the board once again. The G-forces once again. Really good. You've done a very good job with keeping green across the board on these rides. And keeping them all to realistic level as well. Fantastic work. But let's go for a ride on this one. Enjoy. That was absolutely incredible. What a ride. That was easily the ride of the park so far. Super smooth from start to finish. Some really nice elements from start to finish. Great job. Really enjoyed that. For a second, I thought I was actually on one of Michael's rides from one of his parks. That's how good that was. And you've also got the transfer track down there. Just the entire area, the station and everything. It just all adds to it. Fantastic. The only thing I would address is maybe just this little bit of blank area just here. Even if there was just some kind of water feature or something, just something around there, just so it's not quite so plain around that one little area. But, right, here we go. We can finally return to the left-hand side of the park. Order is restored, finally. Thank goodness for that. Phew. Right, I can stop profusely sweating now. There we go. Ah. There you go, I'm happy now. Right, let's go down here. So we won't turn right into the Asian area yet, Asia Land. We'll carry on down here towards Westland. Missed opportunity, that should have been Westworld. I love how you've made all of these areas feel so unique. They all really fit the theme of what you were going for, and just these little tiny touches like this decoration just in the centre with these minecarts really adds to it. We've got all the shops and all the buildings just to our right. We've got Tomahawk just in front of us. Now I do recognise this. So this is copied and pasted from NH99's Planco Frontierland. Integrated really well. It's an amazing build. For anyone that hasn't seen, look at this. What NH have done. Let's just come through here. I like how the coaster goes over the top of us. Absolutely incredible. Such a good build. But yeah. Integrated really well into the park. And good that you gave him credit at the start of the park. And then just opposite that flat ride, we've got this food court here. Again, these menu signs are NH99s. Nice little food court area. Got the vending machines, got the shops, got the toilets, got a cash machine, some seating. Ride photos. And let's come round here. And let's have a look at these river rapids. So because of the duration of the spotlight, we won't actually go on the river rapids, but we will go for just a quick whiz around. I like this queue. Comes right next to the rapids. There you go. We've got a nice station here. Let's just go around, shall we? Look at all the foliage and water around here. I maybe just would have rotated some of these rocks a little bit because you can see that they're copied and pasted. So I would have just maybe rotated some of them a little bit. Just to make it look a little bit more different. Look at the sight lines this gives. This is fantastic. You got a train truck just on the top there. Amazing theming around this ride. Got a water filtration system. Yeah, great job. I really like that. Right, let's hop out the exit. And then just opposite we've got this wooden RMC. So we have the El Toro. Got the don't dive fencing just here, thinking of the safety. Right, let's have a look up this queue line, shall we? Right, so El Toro. So let's have a look at the stats. So not quite green across the board, but the G-force is once again really good. So let's go for a ride on this one. I love all the rides in this park. Every single ride that we've been on has done so well. They've all been so smooth. Yeah, once again, fantastic ride. Love the layout, love the theming. Great job once again. So, right, we have one last little area left to look at, which is the Asian area. So let's just come down here. Let's turn right, go around this building. We'll come back here and then turn left into Asialand. Maybe just a little bit more paint tool used just around this area, just to break up some of that green. Look at this sight line. Just as we turn right, we've got the Ferris wheel, got the coaster just to our left, Dragon King. Beautifully done. Oh, this building's ace. Really cute. Small and quaint. Right, so we have Dragon King right in front of us, but I think we'll leave that till the very end. We'll do that for the last ride of the park. We'll have a go on the log flume first. Right. Every area of the park is so in fitting with what you've done. All themed to perfection. So we have Mount Fuji. Look at this shot. The queue line. Right. Oh, wow. Beautiful station. Right, let's actually go for a ride on the log flume, shall we? What a sensational log flume. The only problem is, I think I've seen this one before. It certainly reminds me of a lot of the one that Colin Best, Lots of Numbers, did for one of his contest submissions. I do wonder if this is a workshop ride. I'm not 100% sure. I think if it is that you are using workshop items, I know you gave credit at the start of the park, but maybe just put signs around the items that you've used, just giving credit to the creators as well, because it does make it difficult in the sense of doing spotlights, because in the back of my mind, everything I'm looking at, I'm wondering what is workshop items and what isn't. But incredible regardless. Absolutely beautiful log flume. So yeah, great job. Now I know that you did do all the coasters yourself, so the coasters I've got no problem with giving feedback for, because in the description you did say that the coasters were all your original creations. So let us go down to the very final ride of the park. So we have Dragon King, a B&M invert. So let's come down here. Like how it comes out of the station straight away around there. Right, well, let's come down the queue, shall we? So another height check. So I recognise this queue line as well. I think I've seen this queue line before. Not sure. I'd be interested to know exactly what is all original and what is workshop. That would be really interesting to know. Well, let's come up the queue into the station. And let's have a look at the stats for this one. So we have Dragon King. It's not quite green across the board. G-forces once again. So all the rides in the park have great G-forces. So final ride. Let's do it. Enjoy, everyone. What a perfect ride to end the spotlight on. Very much with all the other coasters in the park. Incredible work. I love how it's going around all the terrain, all the paint tool that you've used around there, all the foliage. Just really well themed. Great coaster. Very smooth from start to finish. Some great inversions and elements in there. Great job. Really enjoyed it. What a park. I've really enjoyed this one. Really enjoyed this park. But let's just hop up here, because we need to have a look at this park at night and give out some closing thoughts for this park. So here we go. Let's come back up here and let's just very quickly swap that to night, shall we? So the night lighting looks really nice. Not overly done, not underdone. Maybe just some of these coasters could be done with a little bit more lighting, potentially. The coasters do look like they're in the dark, but this doesn't appear to be the type of park that is supposed to be a nighttime park. It is very much an experience at day only. But yeah, as I was saying, I think this park is absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed this one. The only thing I would say is maybe just rely a little bit less on workshop items. Now, that's not to take away from what you have done in this park, because anybody could take blueprints and workshop items and place them in a park, but then actually integrating them and making them fit the theme of what it is that you're doing is a very different question. And I think you've done that to great effect. I could take a workshop item and place it in a park, but then would I be able to then fit everything else around it and fit all the theming and the backstage areas, all the foliage and terrain work, rock work, all the shops and everything else that goes around it to make it feel alive? It's not that easy, and you've done that really well. Unfortunately, when it comes to spotlighting though, it does make it a little bit more tricky. And maybe why I've been a little bit more hesitant with giving feedback about the entire park, because I've been unsure as we've gone around the park what is yours and what is other people's. Which is why in your next park I would love to see all original creations from you. And I think you can do it. I genuinely think you could design something amazing. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself that you can do it. Take what you've learned from this park, look at the things that you've used from other people, look at other parks that you've seen in spotlights, take all that and put it into your next park. And I think that you could create something amazing. I have 100% full faith in you that you could provide a second park that is better than this one, and it all be original stuff from you. So yeah, that would be my feedback. But there we go, there is Hertzland. Well done, Hertz, really good park. Hopefully you've all enjoyed this one. Let me know down below in the comments if you have. Make sure to leave a like and a subscribe, as it does really help me out. I'm going to be back in a couple of days for another Planet Coaster Spotlight. There'll be a Planet Coaster mini spotlight of this park coming out tomorrow, but I will see you all then. Take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye everybody!